Good morning. So I'm out on the side of the mountain again, and I'm having all sorts of thoughts. Um, but a thought that I was just having was the thought that when I'm looking for something, then I'm less likely to find what I need. Because when I'm looking for something, I'm narrowing my what I receive into the expectations that I have, and or the expectations that I already know, things that I already know, things that I already can perceive. When I allow the universe, when I tell the universe in emotionally what I want and kind of visualize it in a way that allows space for the universe to fill in the blanks. Um, See, look, I just walked right through that hornet nest just now while I'm talking on the video. And because I'm so resonated with nature and connected, they didn't even, it didn't even faze them that I walked right through them. See, and that's that same nest the other day that I walked through and I got stung because I wasn't paying. Well, I was completely disconnected. I was talking on the phone, and so when we allow the universe to fill in, when we have expectations, or we are trying to make things work in a certain way, in a specific way, a way that we want them to work, or the way that we see them in our mind, then we're actually narrowing our opportunities and our options. Because why was I thinking about this? Because I was walking up to this point here, and in the past, I've found lots of cool things on the mountain. And when I found them was the times that I was least expecting. I wasn't looking for anything. I was just in the moment, and I was being, and I was paying attention to nature. And through that, it leads you through this portal of being in the now. And then you don't walk over things. When you're in expectation and trying to make things, or you have this target in mind, and you're bulldozing towards your target, you're missing everything that's on the way. All of the opportunities that could open up doors that you have no idea of because you haven't experienced them yet, of new experiences, you pass right over in expectation and trying to force the universe to bring to you exactly the one thing that you're aiming for. So this is part of that this thing that I've been working on intensively. It's an understanding. It's not like a work. It's more of like a realization, and then wow, a brand new door opened, and it's like I'm exploring this new world. And it's a new old world. It's something that I've known forever, but it like got new power to it, or new layers, like more layers to it, of this manifesting through this quantum field. Um, like I have understood the concepts of manifesting in my mind for many many years, and but this and I've used it to manifest. Maybe my life isn't exactly as I'm not going to say that my life is exactly in sync with where I'm at every moment. So that's the lesson in it. Um, but this magnetizing things instead of running after things, this understanding, this complete understanding, it's like lifting into this new parallel, completely parallel existence, this completely parallel dimension, that manifesting happens from a higher plane. Everything that is in the physical world has already been manifested, including the words that I'm saying. As I say them, I'm manifesting them. They're coming into the physical world from the ethers. So it's like when we speak, it's a portal. It's a portal from outer world to inner or inner world to outer world, however you want to look at it. Both ways go, right? But you could say from the outer world to the inner world, the physical world, or you could say from the inner world, from your inner world to the outer world, which is an expression. You're bringing it to be, you're bringing it forth. So even as such a thing as our words have power in them, they are manifestations. And if our words have power in them, that's the simplest form of manifesting. And what we say, every single word that we say has an emotion attached to it. So as we're manifesting our words, we're manifesting emotion and vibration into the world. So that's why we always say, really, when you watch your words create your reality. Your thoughts create your reality, because your thoughts create your words, create your reality, create the vibration, create the people that you bring into your life, create um, um, how you feel about yourself, how you feel about your surroundings. This morning I woke up. Um, First, I woke up. I've been waking up when I'm going through intense um, times. I wake up with like this, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like I'm radiating out a field or something. And I wake up with this, like I'm radiating, and then it gets, and when you notice it, it gets sucked back in. It gets sucked back in. And I'm starting to understand that that's my energetic field. And that whatever I'm radiating out is usually very, very strong, intense emotions. And this morning I woke up with this intense radiation, and emotions, because of the twin flame journey. Very strong emotions, feeling of, it wasn't the chasing energy. The chasing energy, I'm kind of like sitting. I haven't felt it since I don't remember when. The days are, they're so intense that the days and nights are turning one into another. Like what happened a week ago could feel like it happened yesterday, and what happened yesterday could feel like it happened a week ago. It's almost like I'm going over boundaries of time, and time isn't relevant. Time is slipping, and tomorrow is the day of redemption. Tomorrow is Yom Kippur. It starts, I think, tomorrow evening, and you can feel it in the air. You can feel the buzz of all the zombies, I want to say. I feel like I'm in a world of zombies. I see the people running around after things that are superficial, running around because they have to get this just right and that just right so that they'll be just right. And they're not really connected. Try to speak with the people. They're so busy and trying to get everything right that they lose their human form. It's like a world full of zombies, it feels like. A world full of people that have been programmed into being completely disconnected from themselves and what is really, truly important. If it's a day of redemption, then it should be a day of complete inwardness and going through yourself and connection to God. That you don't have to run around preparing all this stuff from the 3D world in order to go inward into a day of redemption. It just feels so out of sync to me. And I'm not saying it in a way of judgmental, or it's an observation. I feel sorrow over it. I feel sometimes like I know I'm not alone, and that I'm connected to everything and everybody. But in the 3D world, sometimes I feel sorrow for the lost souls. I might be in pain, and from the outside looking at me, I'm not going to say that because I wasn't in pain until I started talking about it. But I just kind of want to tell, this morning when I woke up, I had that, and this real sense of like, loss and sorrow, and maybe maybe jealousy, or I don't even know if it was jealousy, but like this sense of loss again. And I have myself. And then I started, and then I went deep in. First of all, as soon as I started feeling that, my new mantra is that I just get thankful for all the things that I have. I start putting my focus on on me. So as soon as I started feeling that, and I'm in bed, right? As soon as I wake up, I just started saying thank you. Thank you for my children. Thank you for this life experience. Thank you that I can see. Thank you for the spiritual awakening. Thank you that I have my parents. Thank you for all of my talents. Thank you for my body. I'm in appreciation for everything that I do have. And thank you. And then I started doing like imaginative work, like imagining the feeling the emotion of what it feels like to have a life partner next to me, holding me, and how I want it to be. And see, the crying is the absence of it. It's not the feeling it. So I still have work to do. But I was feeling it. And then I went into like this meditative state. And then I did actual meditation. But before I did meditation, I went in and did a visualization. I did visualization of the things that I want to manifest in my life. And so it's taking the focus away from the lack of the twin and putting it on the things that I do want to manifest in my life and how I want to feel in that, and then letting it go into the ethers. And I could feel it radiating from me. And then I did Wayne Dyer's meditation, meditation. And and then I felt completely at peace. I felt like this morning, like I got up and there's an ease to it. I feel like I'm letting go. I'm letting go. I'm letting go of the twin flame thing. I don't even really want to call it that. Well, you see, it is that, but it's a spiritual awakening. And I'm trying to bring, every time I start thinking about that, bring the focus back on me. Yesterday, I had a few moments that I went into this mode. And then at some point, I went down to the beach, and I was only there for about a half an hour, but I had a really meaningful conversation with a woman down there that she came to me. I've seen her there a few times, but she came to me and she asked me, and I could see she asked me, what does she need to do? What does she need to do? And I saw it as her soul recognized something in me, that I had the answers for her. And we sat together. We were in the water in the Sea of Galilee. And it turned like we started talking, and messages started coming through for her. It was about a session of maybe like 45 minutes of channeling for her, messages that came through me for her. And the thing is that when these messages come through for other people, I get the message as well. And it's like I also feel that that is my God's work, that I have the natural ability to see people. When I meet people, I can see. Sometimes I don't even see the crap that's on top of their soul. I see straight through to their soul. And then through what they ask and through the questions, I can see exactly where they are in relevance to their soul. And I can see what's sitting on top of it. And then I can kind of guide them through it to understand themselves. And I think that that is one of my biggest gifts. And when I am A lot of times when I'm at the place of most disconnected from myself, when I when is when I'm the deepest in, and when people ask me for advice or for guidance, then it brings me right back to my core, because I'm all of a sudden put right back into my God essence, into my God's work, into what I have been meaning, and the conversation for her, I could see it was life changing, because I could see her, and I don't think that she's been seen that way. I'm not sure that she's ever been seen in that way, where somebody just sees through everything and sees to her core and to what her natural born gifts are, and kind of setting her at ease in her own being and who she is and where she's at on her spiritual journey. And I gave her a lot of peace and a lot of understanding about herself. And that is my God's gift to give to the world. And when I'm giving my God's gift to the world, I'm in the most peace. And that's connecting back to something that I was thinking this morning. At first, I was going through all those shaking thoughts when I woke up this morning, and I was kind of shaking and in my place of that. And then I started thinking about my twin, and because all of those shaking thoughts were irrelevant to him, and my ego feeling like my loss in it. And how do I let go and all of those weak thoughts? I can feel that radiation happening now. I sometimes wonder if like I had some kind of camera that reads energy or heat or waves or radio waves or something. If you could film it and see the those radiations, because sometimes when I radiate out those radiations, I can feel them going like seriously far away from me. And I know that anybody that is around me, it's going right through them. That's why I try to radiate out the more happy vibes than those the weak vibes, because I know that when I'm radiating out, I'm getting back. But maybe the release of the is necessary. It's necessary to release all of that to magnetize back my healing. I guess it's just like when you eat, what goes through you and comes out the other side isn't food. It's food for the plants and for the animals and for the bugs. So maybe what I am radiating out needs to be radiated out so that it's not in me anymore. I'm right across from this pillar. And there's a little rock rabbit just sitting there in the center of the pillar, right where that crack is over on the right. See that little nub in there? You can't really see it that great because that's a rock rabbit just sitting there at peace. See, the rock rabbit's not worried where his food's gonna come from and is not worried about paying rent. He's got it. Look how that pillar looks like an old grumpy. Looks like an old grumpy from all the different sides. And then that crevice down at the bottom of the pillar, it has like this red substance coming out of it. And then down below the pillar, there's that witchy looking tree. See down there, there's like a witchy looking tree. And below that, there's, see all those stones that fell to the foot of that pillar. And under that, during the winter, there is a spring that comes just from out of underground. It comes right from under the pillar. How could it be more symbolic than that? Right under that pillar, and on the other side of the pillar, there's this cave. And I've gone up, there's an altar. There's an ancient, ancient altar up on top of this, where I'm sitting, that overlooks the pillar and that cave. And I see it as like divine masculine, divine feminine. So this morning after that, I did my meditation. After my meditation, I felt like this sense of release, of relief, and just like it is what it is. And there's nothing to hold on to. And the more I'm trying to hold on to something, it's like trying to hold on to the air. And in this spiritual awakening, it is a matter of letting go. It's a matter of letting go of everything, letting go of expectation. You know, you can manifest, you can want things and put them into your uh, escrow, or put them out into the field, but then you have to let them go. You have to let it go and allow. Otherwise, you're always just sitting like this, and that is sitting in the absence of it. And then you're manifesting more of the absence of it. You're sending out, mixed signals to the world. You need to send out and then allow the world to bring it back. And in the meantime, just be in the now and enjoy your life, and do the things that you want to do, and start projects that you want to start, and be open, because the universe is always presenting new opportunities. New doors are opening, new people to meet, new everything is dependent on everything too. Yesterday I went down and I met that girl, and I changed her life. But not only did I change her life, I changed my life, because in it, well, I have already known that these are my gifts to give to the world, but I really don't do anything with them that is structured, other than but I think that the calling to go down to the beach yesterday was that calling, because what would I have done otherwise? Sit at home and what? In order to be inspired and in order to get movement in your life, you have to have change and you have to have things moving. You can't sit in one place and expect things to open up for you. You have to go out where there's doors to open. And so by creating that movement, it brought me closer to my center and more inspired. And here I'm even talking about it this morning. So it gave me something, it gave me like bread, gift of life. Have you ever noticed that during the times when you have more going on in your life, like during the times where you have more movement in your life, then your days seem to have much more time in them? Like you get to the end of the day and you look back at the morning and you go, wow, that was just this morning. It seems like it was eons ago. So I want to do another video I want to do a subject video. There's actually, so this one's really my twin flame update and all of my thoughts and what I'm going through and a little bit of inspiration and this about my spiritual awakening. I want to do another one about about the archetypes again, and what a spiritual awakening is, and about the ego and the soul and all of that. So I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to sit in myself for a little while here, and then I'm going to make another video. So thank you for watching, and I'm sending you lots and lots and lots of love, and I'm receiving lots of love. I feel it. And I really appreciate all of you who have been watching and who are watching. So I just finished my hike and I came here to this spring to go in the water. You guys see there's people camping here. But what I was thinking is that I didn't finish my thoughts on the video previous. I was talking about how when I am doing my God's work, I feel the most fulfilled. It's the same with my twin. When he's doing his God's work, I need to allow him to do his God's work. And that will allow him to feel most fulfilled.